Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Everybody's top shop, build and fabricate. I'm still waiting, LOL. I'll be back when I'm notified. That sounds great. Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a good start to their week. I know it's kind of hard to get back in the swing of things after the weekend, but hope everybody's doing well. Hey Daniel, how are you doing this evening? Hey Randy, how are you? Doing okay? Looks that way, looks that way. Yeah, everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty well. Kind of nice to have a couple days without rain. As Randy knows, here in Southwest Missouri, it's been pretty rainy for past couple weeks. It's nice to have a few sunny days to get out and do some stuff. And missed Randy's live with the kayaking and fishing and his fire starters, but I did go back and watch that today, Randy. It was a good video, good live. Hey Herbert, how you doing tonight? Hey Hills of Appalachia, how are you doing? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. I appreciate that, Randy. Daniel told me to help channels when he's at work. All right, Tiffany, thank you. Appreciate you. Tell Daniel we said hi and miss him being around, but I appreciate you coming in anyways and supporting the channel. Thank you very much. Hey, Campfire and Dirty Tires, how are you doing tonight? Doing well, doing well. How's that van build going that you've been doing? I know you've got a lot of projects going all at once. Hey, mainly off grid. How you doing, man? Doing all right tonight? Hey, Adam, welcome in. Welcome in. It's going to be very, very casual tonight. I don't have any shock to everybody. I don't have an outline tonight, so I'm going to help rely on all of you fine women and gentlemen to keep the conversation flowing. Uh, Mainly off grid had a really, really awesome live the other night, and we all jumped in there and had a really good time talking about a lot of good stuff. And we can continue that conversation if we want to. It's always a good conversation, obviously. Hey, Raptor Will, thanks for stopping in, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, donuts. Yeah, donuts is, you know, that's just. I mean, that's why it's a is round. It's forever. I mean, donuts is. I mean, what's better than donuts than ice cream? I mean, really. I mean, donuts go with everything. You can make burgers out of them. I mean, you can make s'mores with them. I mean, it's just endless. Yeah, you agree with that, Raptor Will? And everybody has their own favorite donut. So I'm not going to offend anybody with any particular donuts. It's just donuts in general. If you like the cheap gas station donuts, if you like Hostess donuts, if you like Krispy Kreme donuts, like here in Springfield, St. George's donuts are delightful. Um, I know this isn't really camping, but hey, you can take donuts anywhere. They're camp food, they're fishing food, they're hiking food. I mean, there you go. What else do you need? Donuts and water. I mean, there you go. That's your backpacking menu. I've solved it for everybody. You're welcome. I like the Boston cream donuts from the local Amish market. Oh, buddy. The Amish definitely know how to make donuts. That's for sure. That's for sure. I mean, if I had to pick one actual donut as my all-time favorite, as Tavern Dillard calls them, is apple fritlers. They're apple fritters, but he calls them fritlers. So now they're forever apple fritlers for us. So if you guys haven't seen Tavern Dillard here on YouTube, you guys are missing out. He is hilarious. So um, maybe if I can get my beautiful wife to put the link to his channel in here, I could bring it up on my tablet real quick. But uh, great channel if you want a good laugh. So talking about donuts, he loves donuts and he loves the apple fritter. So that's my favorite. What's your all favorite? I've never made donuts. Yeah, I've made some in culinary school, and then I made some, of course, all the recipes floating around, but make them with biscuits. But biscuit dough isn't donut dough. I mean, it's not the same. It's definitely not the same unless you make a actual donut. Here in Michigan, there's a place in Kalamazoo called Sweetwater. Oh, buddy, you'll have to have one for me, Campfire and Dirty Tires. I'll have to take your word for that. But if I'm ever up there, I'll definitely stop in there. Just like in LA off the 405 freeway, there's that famous Randy's Donuts with a big donut on the side of the freeway. And yes, it is great. Those donuts are amazing. So it's in the movies for a reason. It's definitely worth waiting if you ever have to go. Hey Ken, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Just home from hunting club, seeing a mean copperhead wall out there. Ooh. Well, I'm glad you got home safe, man. Those copperheads aren't anything to play with, man. Appreciate you stopping in, though. Hey, Ed, how you doing tonight? It needs milk. Yes. Chocolate milk, white milk, whatever your poison. I would definitely say chocolate milk for me depends. I like with my apple fritter, I like a white milk, but either one's great. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you posting that link for me. But yeah, check out Tavern Dillard. Tell him I sent you over there. He is a kook, I tell you. So if you like a good comedy and some just flat out funniness, I mean, he's a really cool guy. So you'll just have to check him out. You'll either thank me or you'll say, "Man, what did you recommend? What nut did you recommend?" But yeah, you'll have to check him out. He started this bacon. I got some bacon from him. There's a company that makes bacon for Tavern Dillard. It is the best bacon. Of course, while we're on the topic of donuts, of course, he's got the bacon donut too, which, everybody loves bacon. Bacon does make everything better. So go over and see his bacon. He's got it. I'm sure he's still got it on his website, but it is the best bacon I've ever eaten in my life. And yes, I ordered bacon. uh, my wife actually ordered it for me. Sweetest lady in the world. Let's see here. Been there, done that, and yes, they're pretty good donuts. Yeah, very good. Boston cream donuts are up pretty high on the list, along with glazed blueberry cake donuts. Yeah, my wife really likes the cake donuts, and I like the old fashioned donuts, the sour cream donuts. Those are pretty good. Chocolate Long John's pretty good. I think Tavern Dillard was eating a chocolate twist the other night when I was watching his channel. Let's see, chocolate milk. Yeah, buddy. Randy knows what's up. Good old Highland chocolate milk here. Blueberry cake glaze. Yeah, Herbert, that does sound pretty good. I mean, I love all donuts. I mean, I know everybody's got their poison and got their favorites, but I mean, I literally like there's not a donut I don't like. I mean, I guess the topping I like the least on a donut is sprinkles, but I'll eat them. This isn't anything about camping really or fishing or hiking or off-grid living, but I guess it could be. You can make donuts on campfire. Off-grid granny times 4. Hey, thank you for stopping by, appreciate you. Yeah, still talking about snacks. I mean, I didn't mention it. I'm not gonna mention any names, but there may be somebody from Maine that came in and said the word donut, and here we go. And the first person I thought of besides him was Tavern Dillard. So, my wife posted the link in the, chat, so check him out and tell him I sent you. There's a bacon donut? Absolutely, Herbert. A A lot of times people do the maple long john, and then they'll put bacon on it. Some people do chocolate. Now, if you haven't had chocolate covered bacon, oh man, you haven't lived. Chocolate covered bacon's great. Key is you've got to get all the grease off, let it dry, and then melt your chocolate of choice and dip your bacon in it, and then put it on a cooling rack, let it dry. You'll thank me. Trust me. Try it sometime. Bacon donuts. Well, Randy's grossing out over that, but he doesn't know what he's missing. Bacon and donut. I'm done. That would that would rock. Yeah, absolutely, Ed. For sure. Yeah. I mean, if you like bacon and you like donuts, or if you like bacon and you like chocolate, most people's like, chocolate covered bacon, that's disgusting. But I thought the same thing and I tried it. It's fabulous. It's a sweet and salty type thing. Very good. But the bacon needs to be crunchy, not soft. My favorite is white powdered ones with white cream filling. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, cream filled donuts, man, the Boston cream. Oh man, wow. Our donuts growing up, our little donut shop my dad used to take us to when I was growing up before school. That was amazing. Thanks for posting the bacon link, sweetie. The Berry Hill Bacon, yes. That place is the bomb. It's kind of pricey, but it's good bacon. I ate the whole bag, I think almost in one setting. And yes, it comes cooked. It's not raw bacon, it's cooked bacon. And oh man, it's so good. Haha, guilty. Yep, mainly off grid. I figured you'd be all right with taking the rap on that one. Yeah, not a fan of sprinkles, just plain and chocolate. Absolutely, Randy. Yeah. I think we could come to terms on donuts together. I'm sure we can come up with one with me liking all donuts. Off grid granny. Will do. Yep. Let's see here, bro. It's insane. That's insane. Yeah, it is for sure. No sprinkles, just chocolate. Absolutely, Dan. Yep, I would agree. I don't like sprinkles on cupcakes or cake or anything either. Let's get real. Favorite camp food? Go. Food. Oh man, like my favorite camp food. What would mine be? Man, I I'm really a traditionalist. I mean, who doesn't like a ribeye steak? Of course, chili. I love homemade cooked chili on the fire. Um, a burger. I like hamburgers on camp really well. As far as I got distracted. Dehydrated watermelon? Wow. I never guessed that one. I mean, yeah. I mean, I like a lot of dehydrated fruit, but I don't know about watermelon. Would there be anything left if you dehydrated watermelon? I mean, it'd probably be like paper thin because it's all water. uh, Kielbasa, baked beans, mac and cheese on top. Mind blowing. Oh man. Now he's talking. When you gonna make that? And am I invited? That does sound good. Tonight, actually, we wanted something easy. My wife and I weren't that hungry, so I made some uh, shells and cheese with crunchy bacon crumbled into it and green chilies. Now that was mind blowing. That was so good. My wife and I was like, "Oh man, that's so good!" But it was simple and very good. Oh, no, nice big chunks and dehydrated. They dehydrate. Oh, really? Tried dehydrated marshmallows? I have done the marshmallows. Wow, I didn't know, watermelon dehydrated that good. I'll have to check it out. I've never had any. I like watermelon, so and I'm sure that brings out the sugar in watermelon, so that's a good idea. I'll have to give that a try. Eating is my goodest hobby. Yeah, mine too, Randy. No, Randy knows I don't like to eat at all, and he knows I'm a pretty picky person. So um, it was rough for him being on the trip with me and trying to please me with food, and the man talking about He asked if I had everything, and I threw a extra backpack in the car, and it's like, this is full of all my food. Yep. Eating is my goodest hobby. Yep. I mean, even if you go somewhere and there's a language barrier and you can't speak their language, if you have good food and something to drink, you're gonna be bestest friends. I mean, you know how it is. That's how it's gonna be. I mean, that's the first thing I go and check out at any new place is food. I mean, the first morning Randy and I got up, we went to a local family restaurant there in Pennsylvania. It was really good for breakfast. I make candy with my dehydrator. Ooh, yeah, I love the dehydrated Skittles. I mean, I like Skittles by themselves, but dehydrated, oh, buddy, takes on a whole new meaning to Skittles. That's my favorite dehydrated candy by far. Hey, Magnet Pirate. How you doing tonight, Jason? Thank you for stopping by. Crumb topping blueberry muffin sliced in half, toasted with butter. Oh, man. Now you're talking off good granny. Now you're talking. Butter, oh, buddy, or even homemade bread. I love bannock on the fire and use some honey and butter. Oh, man. We're gonna get on a whole different topic. Camp food, that's a great topic. I could talk about that all night. I think mainly off grid could understand why I would talk about that all night, but yeah, that's great. E603. I don't like Skittles. Yeah, I don't really care for them by themselves. I'll eat them, but, now when they're dehydrated, they're soft and, oh, man, they taste 10 times better. Everything is better with butter. Yep, Rose. Welcome in, Rose. I appreciate you stopping in. Yep, everything's better with butter. I can't think of well, I probably wouldn't eat butter on my cereal, but that's probably about it. I like it in my oatmeal, I like it in my toast, my biscuits. Oh, man, good biscuits and gravy. I put butter on my biscuits before I throw the gravy on there. Oh, man, tell you what. Whipped butter, Granny, yep. Dan, whipped butter's really good. Hey, Lefty, how you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping in, brother. Hope you're doing well there out there on Bull Shoals. And who has the butter biscuits and gravy trail meal? Probably Peak Refuel or Beyond. I think Beyond. It's either Beyond or no, Pinnacle. Pinnacle has a jalapeno biscuits, cheddar biscuit, dehydrated meal that's supposed. I haven't actually had that one, but Luke from Outdoor Gear Review just rant and raves over it. He swears it's the best one. Besides that one, Peak Refuel has a phenomenal biscuits and gravy dehydrated meal. Really, really good. Oh, yes, forgot Irish butter. That's what we use. I love the Irish butter. Such a high cream content, very good. That's what Tony from Random Adventures, he gets to just eats the butter plain, which I can do too. Hey, Woodsman, appreciate you dropping by, brother. You can chime in on this favorite food too. You might want to catch up on the group here. We've been talking about donuts, been talking about candy, dehydrated candy. The question was mainly off grid said, what was everybody's favorite camp meal? If for Lefty and for Woodsman, for who else did I forget? I think everybody else has pretty much been in here. If anybody else is in here, that's the topic currently going on right now. Anybody can throw another topic in at any time. It doesn't matter. This is a free for all tonight. I've got a few things I was wanting to talk about, but if we don't make it, we don't make it. We're going to talk about what everybody's on everybody's mind tonight because that's what we do. We're a community, and I like talking to you guys and hearing what you guys have to say. And if anybody would want to come on, I guess I could throw. I'm not on Streamyard tonight, but I do have one link if somebody wanted to jump on and just chat. But I've never actually used that with YouTube, so it'd have been an experience for everybody tonight. But I could throw a link up if somebody wanted to come in. Looking for anything high calorie, LOL. High calorie. Let's see here. A good beef stroganoff or chicken Alfredo would be high calorie. Chicken pot pie. Now, my favorite, very favorite Mountain House is the chicken and dumplings, or they do have oh, their beef stroganoff's pretty darn good too. But um, yeah, any one of those two would be good. What's your what's on your mind, 210? Well, I'm not hungry at the moment. Normally food. If you could ask my wife, she would say probably food. Probably ice cream. I did have dinner, so ice cream's on my mind right now. Donuts, thanks to mainly off grid. But donuts, I mean, if I'm not hungry, donuts sound good. Mac and cheese is my favorite, but I do not like dehydrated mac and cheese. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of dehydrated mac and cheeses that are very good. Peak Refuel has a beef chili mac that's pretty good. Yeah, the Mountain House biscuits and gravies are really good. If you like those, the Peak Refuel too. Oh man, those biscuits and gravy, they got actual full biscuits that you have to break up before you rehydrate it. But oh man, theirs is super good, super good. Funniest outhouse adventure. Yeah, that's a good topic. Funniest outhouse adventure. I don't have too many out. Well, this last camp I went on, the video comes out this coming Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Time, but they had a bathhouse there. They've got a shower around back and then two bathrooms. But I come out of there, and of course, nobody's at the campground except me. And I come walking out there, and there's a deer right out there in front of us. And I don't know who scared who who the most, but that deer took off running. I barely got my phone out and got a shot of it going around the backside of the trees. It was running as fast as it could, so that was pretty funny. Yeah, I like the chicken and dumplings, Mountain House really, really good, but I do like all of them. I'm trying to think what my least favorite Mountain House would be, probably the spaghetti or, they have so many new meals out, if you haven't checked them out, go to their website. They don't charge you shipping, I don't believe. I don't know if there's a minimum or not, but they have, I think, 6 or 8 new flavors for this year, and, they sound so good, so good. I'm anxious to try some of them. You thought that was funny, honey? Can of beanie weenies or pork and beans has always been my in my backpack. If I can't cook something like that will fill my gut. Yeah, that's a real easy thing to put in your pack, and those little individual servings of Spam packets I put in there, and or if you have hot dogs, but the Spam's good because it you don't have to keep it cold to throw in some can of beans or whatever. My favorite meal is biscuits and gravy with scrambled eggs cooked on an open fire. Man, can't beat. Nope. I'd agree with that, Woodsman. I tend to have a lot of spiders in our outhouse. Yeah, spiders are no go. Only thing I hate worse than spiders are snakes. Not scared of them, but I don't like them. I don't like either snakes or spiders. As long as they keep their distance, they're cool. Nobody does a video on stealth pooping. We're gonna have to talk about to Hammock Mountain and Tony about that one and see if we can get them on board with that. I mean, I would do it. I think might have to do a lot of blurring out, but stealth pooping. That'd be seriously either bomb video or great video. Might even go viral. I don't know about that one. Okay, serious hammock question. One win or haven for cold weather and go. That's like totally random, but that's a good question, Herbert. I would say it depends. Depends on if you want to carry a high R value air mattress because the Haven does not have a underquilt system. It only relies on the air mattress for your insulation. So it really depends. I would go with the one wind for my answer to that, just because you can double up underquilts. If you don't have a cold enough one, you can triple up underquilts. A lot less weight than an air mattress, especially a winter air mattress. But if you're car camping, it doesn't matter. So just depends. If you're not a hammocker and you don't like, or you can't figure out how to lay flat in a hammock or whatever, I would go with the Haven. But the Haven is probably 4 times more expensive too. So it really depends. Good question though. I like that question for sure. Ventures with Ken says, I had a Marine who was in a Porta John while in Afghanistan. He was pooping and took a mortar rounds. He got some shrapnel on his leg while pooping. Oh man, that's a horrible story. At least he didn't. Oh man, wow. I mean, I guess he's got a good story for the campfire, but man, that'd be horrible. Now, going back to the porta potty, it's not from me, but it's something we did to somebody when I was an electrician in California. We were working on a job site, and there's this guy. He was a jerk, always playing pranks on all of us on the job site. And our crew was out working in like 3 or 4 different houses together. And this guy, religiously every evening about 4:30 before he was rolling out to go home, would always go out to the porta potty to go to the bathroom. And we're like, you know what? I was telling the guys, he went to get something at lunch, and I said, we're gonna get him tonight. We're gonna back the truck up against the door in the porta potty and trap him in there, and we're gonna drop rocks down the vent tube and splash. They just cleaned them out, so don't get me wrong, it wasn't dirty, but I mean, just the thought of it, the blue water that they put in the bottom of those things is nasty. But we were dropping rocks down there. He was like screaming like a girl. he had blue all over him, I guess. He was so mad. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. He was bashing on the door trying to get out. He almost tipped the outhouse trying to get out of that thing. That was hilarious. Stealth pooping Ed Chaos. That's hilarious. Yeah, that would be an interesting video for sure. I'd like to see that one mainly. That ice toilet seat was Jim. Yeah, I did watch that, and I was like, "Oh man, I wouldn't want to sit on that either." Yeah. That didn't look very inviting. I'd agree with you on that one. I've never seen icicles grow on a toilet seat like that. That was so crazy. One went all day long. Yeah, I agree with you, Ed. Not to mention how reasonable one win is. I mean, I can't say enough. Hanging high hammock too is about the same price. The copperhead scared the crap out of me today. I bet, man. Especially when you know they're poisonous, man. It just makes it like compounds. I mean, it multiplies you being even more jumpy. I mean, when you figure out what kind it is, you're even more scared of it. Big would be a crappy video. Literally. Yep. My dad said, "Son, you could always be a porta potty truck driver and cleaning them out, and then you could literally tell everybody, what do you do for a living? I have a pretty crappy job, literally." Or you could be doing septic tanks and stuff. Oh man, that'd be bad. That's harsh. Yeah, it is. You got a purple heart for it. Ed Chaos. Yeah, I got a purple heart for it. Wow. Thank you for your service again, Ken. I know I haven't told you enough, but man, my nephew, man, he's got stories after stories. He was in Afghanistan too in the army, and he's got a lot of stories. Some funny and not some not so funny, but there was a lot of funny stories. I enjoy his funny stories. What a situation to be in. Yeah, that would not be a good one. I'm proud of that guy. Yeah, for sure. All righty. Adventures Ken. His nickname was Mad Shitter. About it, and well, there was second half of the name came from LOL. Oh man, I bet. Man, that would not be a place I'd wanna be. Man, and interrupt that? I mean, who in their right mind would interrupt somebody doing that? Man, what a mess. That's something my husband would do. Uh, Herbert says, "I'm on the fence. By the time you get a hammock, top runner quilt, tarp, you're just about at the Haven price." Well, the Haven though, I mean, I guess it has its rain fly, but it's not an actual tarp that I'm well, I think you can buy a tarp for a kit for it too. Um, but you definitely want the tarp as well, so you can have it in porch mode, storm mode. I would highly recommend not getting a cheap, this diamond tarp for your first tarp. Go all out and get mine's a 12 by 10. It's got the storm flap doors that you can close. I mean, you can use it winter, summer, fall, all the seasons. Definitely, definitely do your homework. If you're gonna buy once, cry once. If you want the flat lay of the Haven, go with that. But um, I don't know. I prefer now that I've laid in both. I prefer the traditional hammock, but you lay at 10 to 4 degree, and you can lay flat. It's a game changer, but it's gonna be one of those things. I mean, if it's gonna be the same price for you, I don't know, man. I'd find somebody that has one or has both. I've got the Crew hybrid hammock, and it's similar. It's really different than the Haven, but it's a flat lay. Uh, it's nice. I can sleep in it comfortably, but I prefer a traditional hammock, a double wide, at least 11 footer. So, I mean, it's all up to you, Herbert. I can't answer because I don't own a Haven. So I one good thing if you could make it down to HangCon, they have the Havens down there. They have hammock, which if I was going to get a flat lay or a different hammock than what I have would be an hammock, in my opinion. You can raise it up into recliner mode and lay flat as well. Um, I really like the Amok. But where I was going with that, HangCon, they have all those there and you could try them out. You know, that would I wish we had something here in the Midwest or closer for everybody to go to, something like that, because if somebody's really thinking about getting into hammocks, that's definitely a place for new hammockers. People think, well, that's for people that's been doing hammocks for a long time. No, it's definitely not. You have a million people there to answer questions. They're so open to letting people lay in their hammocks, or Corey from Majestic Hammocks is there, and Dutchware, and all the good hammockers are there. Amok's there, and the Haven's there. Uh, it'd be a good place to be able to try out several different types of hammocks. Yeah, I would definitely like to try a Haven, but there's no way I'm just gonna spend that kind of money just to try it. I definitely like to, and that's another good thing. My chat's not updating. I don't know. I hope my video feed's okay. Hey, Todd, Campo Champion, how you doing? I'm gonna try to go to the next one. Yeah, I definitely like to. With Tony's meetup so close, and I don't know if that I'd be able to go, and um, that would be great. I definitely recommend people going to HangCon. Nothing like be able to use it overnight though, but at least if you can lay in it and lay there as long as you want while you're there, I mean, it'd be nice to be able to try it out. Let's see here. My chat's not updating on my phone, so I'm having to look at my tablet to keep up with the chat. I was wondering why it wasn't continuing to go. Hmm, that's weird. Let's see here. What did I miss? What did I miss? It's in Florida, right? Yeah, it's in Florida, and I can't remember the name of the town. I just looked it up. It's the same place it was last year. It's not too far from St. Pete. It's in between Tampa. Let's see, what's the nearest town to that? I can't remember, but it's like in central uh, Florida, like closer to the Gulf of America coast, but center up. You know what I mean? Center of the state. Let's see here, Florida, right? It's not too far from Rewild. Yep, Rewild lives in Gainesville. There you go. Get a bus and 15 passenger vans or something and get a bunch of people going to HangCon and split the gas and everything. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Somebody from the Midwest should get it and sell tickets, or even West Coast and come all the way across. Just depends on how far people want to come. I know people from all over the world go to it, so appreciate you coming in, Todd. Are you doing any camping this week? I'm sure you are. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get in. I built that. I don't know if you guys remember that live I did. I used the thumbnail for this live, but that hammock stand I made for my truck, I'm gonna try to get out and do a camp. It'll probably be tomorrow or Wednesday because it's supposed to rain the rest of the week. So I'm thinking about getting a hammock camp done with that. I may go back down to Mark Twain National Forest. Hi, Herbert. Party bus, yeah. We could pick up Todd on the way there. Even share a rental van or something. Yeah, that would be great. That would be a really good idea, actually, because that's kind of what Randy and I did. It sure helped to be able to share the cost. You know, we had hotel, gas, and you know, it helped a bunch. No more Central U.S. hang cons. Yeah, I definitely want to do a Missouri uh, hang for sure. I want to do Central, a Midwest hang here, but it's not like HangCon. I mean, I doubt we could organize that, get that organized here. I mean, there's quite a few hammockers in the Midwest, but not like East and West Coast. I mean, it just seems like everything's on the East Coast. Nothing's in the Central U.S. I think we all just have it in the Central, so everybody has to come in the Central. But then we'd all be benefiting from that. So I guess that's not a win. Let's see here. You'd have more people go to it if you had it more centralized in the US anyways, I'm just saying. More central US hang cons, yeah, that would be great. I'm going out tomorrow night to film this week's video. Yeah, that's what I thought about doing is tomorrow night. I just haven't for sure where. It's not gonna be a stealth for me or anything, so I just wanna I've slept in my yard and to test it out and it works great, so I wanna go out, like, down to Mark Twain or somewhere a little more remote and do an overnight for this week, I think. Road trip in a 15 passenger van and stealth camp along the way to save money on the trip. Now there you go, Ken. That is a great idea. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have any cost on hotels or anything. That's a good idea. Real good idea. I think Champion would be in on that one. Hey Dennis sent us. The Gypsy and Vanilla Grill. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Dennis sent you. I appreciate him. Appreciate you guys coming in and visiting. We're just very casual today. We've been talking about donuts and chocolate milk and candy and our favorite campfire food. So if you guys have a favorite campfire food that you want to throw in here, go ahead and throw in the comments. We appreciate it. You too, champion. What's your favorite camp food. I think everybody else that's in here pretty much that's in chat anyways, has thrown in what their favorite foods are. Could be anything. Kinda hard to hang between corn stalks. Well, that's why I'm trying to come up with my, instead of a Tenza hammock, setup, I'm working on some posts to do a, you'd have to do it from a car, you wouldn't be able to hike in with them, but, I'm doing my own, hammock setup that I can hang by without any trees, so that would be awesome. I mean, if you was kinda close stealth camping, like what, Camp In and Tony and Sam and Hammock Mountain did, you could take the poles up there with you pretty easily. Let's see here. Have to edit my last video and I deleted it. Haha, it's going to be rough. Really, Randy? That's not good. I dreaded it. I mean, didn't delete it. Oh, you dreaded it. Okay. I was like, "You deleted it?" I've actually had to do that once or accidentally deleted it. That's a long story, but yeah, that was chaos, having to re-edit it and everything within, like, a day. Yeah, it was rough. Hot dogs, believe it's been said. Pudgy pies, cherry, ooh. No, hot dogs wasn't said, obviously, but I do like a good brat or hot dog or anything. That is definitely a classic for sure. Can't go wrong with a hot dog. Cherry, oh man, the pie sound really good. That's really good. Ventures can meat, potatoes, veggies, and seasonings wrapped in cabbage leaves, tinfoil, cooked in coals is my favorite camp meal. Oh man, yeah. I love my mom and dad did a lot of we called them hobo meals or tinfoil meals, yeah. Anything. I mean, just a plain old hamburger patty seasoned up with onions, carrots, whatever your and potatoes, obviously, but whatever your favorite veggies are, it's great, real easy. My kids love those. I'd have to say chili for favorite camp food, but I prefer somebody else make it. Randy. Yeah, always seems to taste better if they're a good cook. Now, if somebody else makes it for sure. Gypsy, what is a pudgy pie? Yeah, fried pie. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Pretty good. My kids named it when they were much younger. We call them campfire meals. Yep. Yep. My mom always called them hobo meals. Well, I do a lot of dehydrated meals because they're easy, but my favorite things is grilled cheese, but I use mozzarella and pepperoni inside of it. Oh man, yeah. Definitely dehydrated meals with stealth camping definitely is the way to go for sure. That's number one meal, and it's a less giveaway than cooking a juicy steak or something like that. But it's hard to resist that. Most of us can't afford a steak every time, though. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate that, Ken. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I appreciate a thumbs up if you haven't. Really appreciate that. Let's see. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla says it's a pie made from two cast iron cookers and put together fire. Make savory and sweet pie. Yep. Yeah, we have several of those down in our basement, and they're good to make pies or sandwiches or anything with. And you can even do uh, biscuits in them with stuff in the middle of the biscuits too. We've done that. Really cool grilled cheese or, like they say, savory or sweet pies. Yeah, it's great. Everybody calls them different, so it's kind of hard to decipher sometimes exactly what everybody because everybody all over the US calls things different. We all know that, but it's good. Very good. Some good puff pastry. Oh, buddy. Randy, I'm going to get a small package together for you and 210 here in the next few weeks. I'll make chili and dehydrate it for y'all. Oh man, Ken, that would be killer. That would be great. Appreciate that, Ken. If you need anything or need help with shipping or anything, just let us know. Usually use bread for the crust. Chips, yep, yep. Bread's good. Bread, biscuits. I've used canned biscuits, pastry, puff pastry, pie crust, obviously. Strawberry oatmeal. Ooh, strawberry oatmeal always sounds good. Thank you. I think I know what this is now. Yeah. Tony only eats steaks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would too if I could get away with it, if I could afford it. I mean, yeah, mine would be the poor man's ribeye, the chuck roast if I got meat all the time probably, but yeah, if I could afford it, I definitely, but being carnivore, I mean, that's pretty expensive. I'd be eating a cheap ground chuck and chuck roast, definitely pork steak, not ribeye. I have cold soaked oatmeal. Mmm. Now oatmeal sounds pretty good. You can do a lot of good stuff with oatmeal. Oh, it's all good. Appreciate that, Ken. Sausage and pancakes and maple syrup. Oh man, now we're talking food still. I knew this was gonna be a good topic. Oh man, pancakes. I love doing pancakes in camp too. So my kids all time either pancakes or biscuits and gravy was my kids' favorite breakfast meal camping. Yeah, breakfast is good. I love breakfast for dinner or lunch. I like breakfast all the time. It's definitely some of my favorite food of all time. I'd say my if I had to pick one breakfast food of all time, it would still be biscuits and sausage gravy, but pancakes is right up there too. Hey, Matt, two guys, thanks for stopping in. Hope you're doing well tonight. Topic we're on is currently is your favorite camp meal. So if you have a favorite camp meal that you and Kyle and your wife like, throw it in here. We've talked about donuts and just talk about a little bit of everything, but I figured food's a good topic. Everybody's talking about food. Let's see here. Poor man's steak is an ice steak. Yeah, for sure. Good night, all. Thanks for the good chat. Happy camping. Thanks, off grid Granny. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for coming in. Have a good night. Let's see here. Yeah, biscuits and gravy. Yeah. God, I love biscuits and gravy. Made some this week for my wife and I, and it was really good. We haven't had it in a while. Doing good. I'm glad you're doing good, Matt. Let's see here. Gypsy and the Vanilla Grill. If I had to pick one breakfast food, it would be all of them at once. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat some eggs, bacon, and biscuits or toast or pancakes. I mean, good old eggs and bacon or eggs and sausage, either one, man. It's all of it's good. Let's see here. We put we put corn in our pancakes and use the corn juice from the can to mix the batter as well. It's a long story. I'll tell you all about it my live Wednesday night. Okay, sounds good. Sounds real good. I mean, I kind of like Mexican cornbread or something like that. It might be kind of like that type of a situation, but I can imagine. Sounds really good. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll definitely catch his premiere. Yep, for sure. Mission Discovery, y'all. So if you guys don't know who that is, click that link there that Randy posted and check out his channel. Nice gentleman, nice young man. Let's see here. Cowboy burritos. Oh, buddy. Any kind of burrito. See, and that's a universal meal in itself there because you can do breakfast, you can do lunch, you can do dinner. I mean, a good breakfast burrito is the bomb. A biscuits and gravy breakfast burrito is great as long as you put eggs in it. Helps hold that the gravy in. But a biscuits, gravy, and egg breakfast burrito is really good. Make your gravy on a little bit on the thicker side, but so good. Oops, link ain't active. Yeah, it looks like it's missing a little bit. Let's see here. Libby's gravy in a can is good. Sausage gravy. I also add a couple of drips of Louisiana hot sauce in my gravy. Yes, yes, I would agree with that. For canned gravy, definitely Libby's is good. And Libby's also has a turkey gravy for the holidays, which is pretty darn good. And Heinz, for that matter. Heinz has a pretty decent for canned. Now, I'm not saying it's not homemade, but like you say, I mean, it's pretty good for store bought in a can for sure. And you can always doctor it up. Cornmeal pancakes with honey are good. Yes. Yep. I like a good multigrain pancake. Pancakes are one of those things that you can make a million different ways. You can make waffles out of the pancake mix with oil. So many ways. Indian tacos with my fry bread are awesome. Yeah, yeah. I'd like to try those someday. Hint, hint. Maybe one of these campouts we do together someday. Randy, you can make them for us. I'm looking forward to it. The ones one time I watched you make them, they look pretty good. Let's see here. A little that Libby's gravy dehydrates really well. That's a good idea. I never even really thought of that. Yep. Spread it out thin on your rack and dehydrate it. That's a real good idea. And then you can dehydrate your own biscuits. Work pretty good. I've heard a couple people cooking it in the microwave too. I've never heard of that either, but I'll have to think about that and try that. That's a good idea. Eggs, potatoes, sausage, cheese, burrito smothered in sausage gravy. Oh, buddy. Herbert knows. Yep, for sure. Man, food's a great topic. We haven't even hit anything I was wanting to talk about tonight, but man, that's been good. I know I'm going to leave here really hungry. Let's see here. I'd like to try some of that dehydrate. Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely all have to try it and tell each other how it turned out. I'm sure it'll be good. Probably be right up there with the Mountain House for sure. And you can make whatever biscuits or buy whatever biscuits you want. Crispy bacon I cook in the oven as well. Yes. Yeah, Woodsman. Yeah, that's the my favorite way to cook bacon for sure in the oven. It does it so uniform and flat and does it just about perfect every time. It's up there with Peak. Yeah, I'd say probably. I don't know. That Peak refuel is pretty darn good. This is why I am diabetic. You're not diabetic, are you really, Ken? I should be just as much as we're talking about donuts and the other night on mainly off grids live, man, we were talking about donuts for hours. Bacon is always good. Yeah, bacon, man, bacon or sausage. Can't hardly go wrong with either one of those. You know, I hate videos like this. I'm starving and talking about food. Okay, to change the subject. If anybody's looking, and this is not random, I totally want to talk about this. I mean, we can talk about food all night. I'm cool with it, but I'm always looking for great camping deals. And if anybody's in the market for a good tent, if everybody's seen my video last week on that Sin tent that I had, the Orion 3-person tent, Menards, and you can get it on their website and have it shipped free to a store, or you can have it shipped to your house, either one. But they have a Climate Cross Canyon 3-person tent. It's red and gray. It's the only color you can get in it from them right now. but it is $45. It's on sale, and it'll ship to a store for free, so you don't have to pay shipping. And they're doing their 11% rebate right now, which drops it down to $40. But this tent everywhere online right now is selling for between 200 and $260. So this is a killer deal. I'm gonna post a link to this tent, and if anybody wants a tent, man, it's it's this is good or better than the one I have, my Sin tent. I'm always looking for deals and trying to share with everybody, and it's probably not gonna let me put it in the link. Dang it. It's too long of a link. It won't let me post it in here. But yeah, just go to Menard's website and type in tent, and it's like the third or fourth tent down, but it's the climate. Um, Man, it won't let me. Climate Cross 3-person tent. Awesome deal. I got mine on sale for $80. I thought that was a good deal at Bass Pro, but I mean, it's a high quality tent, really good tent. I was like trying to justify buying one myself, but I don't need another tent. Menards. I knew you was gonna get a kick out of that. Ken, that's funny. I still think of that joke every time I hear Menards now. I think of your joke. It works for me. I'm on lunch break. Oh, Ed, that's funny. Let's see here. I'm actually under control for 8 years now. I'm actually, but it's been under control. That's good, Ken. I'm happy to hear that because that's no fun for sure. I was looking on Alba today. Is it any good? Um, it's kind of like I like Timu better. It's actually the same company. It's a different version of them, but it's okay. I prefer Temu because now Temu has a bunch of warehouses here in the U.S. and you can actually search just local U.S. warehouses and order stuff from the U.S. So you don't have to wait so long to get it. Plus, Temu is really good with any returns, no questions asked. Really good. I mean, you have to watch what you get, but a lot of times you can get a lot of nature hike, you can get a lot of one tigress, you can get a lot of fire maple, you can get a lot of name brand products on Temu. You just got to watch. They do have some DJI stuff on Temu. A lot of good stuff, but you just have to look. A lot of stuff that's not branded, but it's exactly like the tent poles I bought, or a lot like the green elephant tent poles. Um, but you just have to go look by the reviews like you do Walmart or anywhere. I mean, I would highly recommend them, especially if you don't have money to start out. And that's where I get people are too tied up with spending thousands of dollars. If you have the money to spend thousands of dollars on camping gear, by all means do it. Just like this climate tent, it would cost you 200 plus anywhere in any big box store anywhere. So I would jump on that in a heartbeat. $50 for that type of a tent is a killer deal, and it's got a lot of room in it. It's the same size as my tent. And that video is coming out tomorrow, by the way. I guess I didn't do that last week. I camped last week, but it comes out tomorrow. So that climate tent's a lot like the one that I have. Yes, read the description for sure. Read description and read the reviews for sure. And I look, not to be biased, but of course, you want to know how other people in our country buying the gear. Most people aren't going to lie about the review. You can tell they're not fake reviews when you can pick out the good reviews and the bad ones. That's a good information. Just subscribe to y'all. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Gypsy and the Vanilla Grill. I appreciate you. But that tent, yes, I wish it would let me. For some reason, the link to the tent is too long of a link, and it won't let me. post it. So I don't know if it'd let anybody else post it. If you're still watching, honey, if you could find that link and try to post it in there, it won't let me for some reason. I need One Wind to send me a full setup for reviewing. There you go. They're good about sending out things to review. So if you contact them and let them know you'd like to do a review, they might send you one. I never really even thought of that. That's a good idea. I should have done that. I should have done that for sure. I do Amazon, but have never done Temu. Yeah, Adventures with Ken. A lot of stuff that Amazon sells, they sell on Temu too. So, yeah. When I first started with them, I was reluctant because everybody, half the people I've talked to said they get ripped off and whatever. Knock on wood, I've not ever been ripped off on Temu. I have Wish and some of the other um, companies, but not Temu yet. And they've always been quick to refund my money, no questions asked. And a lot of times they'll let you just keep the item and not return it. Depends on how much the item's worth, obvious. But a lot of times, even if you're unhappy and you just want your credit, they'll give you your credit and either tell you to return it and send you. You take it to the UPS store. Don't pay for shipping, return shipping ever. So it's worth it. Especially if you don't get. I mean, if you don't mind waiting 3 weeks, you can even 2 to 3 weeks. I've never waited 3 weeks to get anything from Timu, but if you want to get it from China, a lot of times you can get it a little bit cheaper. Temu sometimes post wrong pics, so your package is a surprise sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. That's possible. I haven't came across that yet, but um, definitely I wouldn't order from a store on Temu that doesn't have a lot of reviews and have sold a lot of items. I have heard people having stuff like that happen, but as far as I'm aware of, I haven't yet. I've even seen One Win hammocks on Temu as well, um, Herbert, so you might check them out, but they weren't a whole lot cheaper. I just got mine from, One Win's website, so, they're not they don't price gouge on their website. They're real reasonable, and they'll usually give you a free gift when you're ordering something on One Win's website. They gave me my, oh my footprint for underneath my hammock. They gave me that for free, which was really nice. I was wanting it anyway, so it was nice surprise that they sent it to me. Mostly buy from eBay. Yeah, I buy a lot from eBay too. I love eBay. I've always been an eBay person because I like paying with PayPal, which you can pay with PayPal on Temu as well. I don't buy anything online unless they take PayPal. PayPal is another form of security, so I've never, knock on wood, have gotten um, any of my information stolen or any fraudulent charges going through eBay, PayPal. Excuse me. eBay don't own PayPal no more, but um, yeah, I highly recommend PayPal for all online transactions or a third party. It makes it even harder for scammers to get your information if you go through a reputable third party. Or at least, people's like, I don't want to give my debit card information. Well, buy a prepaid debit card you can reload and use a prepaid debit card at the very least. But then they can just take it all off just don't post, only put on there when you're wanting to buy something. So there's never money on it. Let's see here. The bug net on the one Airstream is no go. They always tear when I have 5 of them. Every one of them have torn because of loose stitching. Hmm. On the one Airstream is a no go. Is that the one that's got the built-on bug net, Ed? If I'm not mistaken, the one Airstream. Thanks, Herbert, for posting that link. Yeah, that'll just get you the outdoors. That'll work. Didn't let you, Ashley, to upload or post that message either, huh? Good night, everyone. Matt, I appreciate you stopping by, brother. If you haven't given me that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up before you leave. Have a good night. Thanks for posting my channel, honey. Let's hear. Two guys. I'm ready to get the time to go camping. Oh, well. Yeah, Matt. It's hard sometimes to get the time. I know you've been busy here lately, so looking forward to you doing another camp out. We need to still hook up and do a camp out together. Just let me know sometime when you want to go. Let's see here. Comes with a zip-in net and windsock. Yeah, that's why I like. A lot of people don't like the bottom entry bug net, but I went ahead and went with the 12-foot Aries. It comes with the bottom entry slip over bug net, which I really like. I'm actually probably going to use it this week on my camp. Um, but I like the option of being able to remove a bug net. I know a lot of the hammocks that have the built on one, you can flip it over, but it still will dangle underneath your hammock. So I don't really care for the not be able to remove a bug net. But I mean, you can use the bug net in the winter. It really isn't that big of a deal. Seems like ages since I went. You just went a couple weeks ago or last week, wasn't it, Dan? If you're like me, though, you could camp 24/7. I love it. It's here. Well, looks like I'm buying a climate tent on Thursday when I get paid. Just shopping cart into $18. You don't have a Menards anywhere close to you, do you? Gonna say, but having it shipped to your house for 18 bucks ain't too bad. Yeah. I thought that was really cool, be able to ship to store for free. How many of y'all use a mic when recording? And if you do, like work? Yeah, Randy, a lot of times I use my like I said before, my Pixel Bud Pros. These are my wife's, but mine are the same except mine are dark gray covers on the tops, but these go with my phone, my Pixel phone really well, but these have noise canceling I found if you turn the noise canceling off when you're recording video, it works a lot better because if you have the noise canceling on earbuds like these, it blocks a lot of the sound out for like when I'm doing AMSR videos. You want that noise canceling off, but I love these, and these came with our phones, so that's an option. Some people already have really high quality earbuds or AirPods for um, iPhones, whatever. But the DJI mics would be a great one. They're expensive, but those are definitely good. Um, I do have a set of Chinese cheap ones that I got at Five Below. They work really good. I have not done a full video with them yet. I think I might give them a try. Um, this video, I might try some video footage on it and see how it works. But the test videos that I've done with them, really good, and they had really good range on using them. I can't remember the brand name of them though, but I know they're from China. Let's see, how many of y'all AEC ages ago? Seems like ages, doesn't it, Dan? When you left, I use a mic, no more extra work. Yeah, I know woodsmen use the mic all the time. Yeah, I hate when you really wanted a section of your footage louder, and it just when you're not using mic, it just you got to make sure that you're close to your phone all the time when you're talking. Another good reason to do ASMR videos, but I'm going to start talking more too, so give people a variety. North Carolina is in Denver, Colorado. What? Must be a west and central thing. That is weird. $18 isn't too bad to ship it, I guess. Still make it a really cheap tent. I can use my Apple earbuds also. Yeah. Yeah, Woodsman, they work really good. Earbuds are really good. And two, a lot of times when you buy a phone, you'll get a deal where you get them for free. So definitely reason why I'd recommend like real quality earbuds is because obviously I use them when editing my videos and with the noise canceling if you travel or you're at work on lunch, I'd use them all the time, listen to music, listen to YouTube videos so nobody has to listen to my phone. I hate when people watch and listen to everything out without earbuds. So, I mean, highly recommend the good quality earbuds. They're really good microphone quality too, because the DJI set with two microphones, the recharger case, everything's runs $250. So you're not going to be much more. That's what these ran. You can get these for now brand new on eBay for like 60 or $80. And they'll work with any phone. Well, I don't know if they'll work with the iPhone. I'm pretty sure they do, but not vice versa. You can't use earbuds on Android phone. I don't think one of the two. I can't remember, but you can get any good quality. Like JBL has really good. Bose has really good earbuds. There's earbuds you can use for multiple different things. Microphones you can only use for microphones. So you might want to think about that too. I mean, before you throw $250 on a pair of microphones, you might as well just buy a really good quality set of earbuds and you can use them for everything. So that's my 2 cents worth. There's Menards in Indiana as well. Hi, Grace. I didn't see you come in. Thanks for stopping by, Grace. Appreciate you coming in. Sorry if I've missed anybody coming in. My chat isn't updating on my phone, so I'm having to look on my tablet here. What else I miss? We have Menards here in Illinois. Yeah, we have two here in Springfield, one on the east side, one on the west side. Do y'all have Academy Sports there? Yeah, we do have Academy Sports here in Springfield. It's pretty close to us. I like them, but our store doesn't seem to stay stocked very well. I have bought on the past online a lot more because a lot of times they'll have specials for free shipping, and they carry a lot more stuff online than they do our store, local store. We have one in Springfield and one in Joplin, I believe. One in Branson. I think there's one in Branson too. Menards in Indiana as well. Yeah. Let's see. Thinking about posting a ASMR video, me cleaning my campsite in my PJs. There you go, Woodsman. That'd be great. Herbert says Academy Sports here as well. Yeah. Academy Sports is pretty good if hit or miss. I mean, they do get a lot of good sells, I have to say. I got my game 2-pack game cam, cellular game cams for both of them for I think it was $80. My dad and I was in there one time and they had a really good sell on those and I grabbed those, but I do have uh, good handgun sales as well. I like watching no talk videos, especially when I can hear the birds, water running, fire popping, food cooking, etc. Yeah, that's the main reason I like the ASMR videos. One of my big ASMR videos content creator that I watch, SB Wilderness Adventures. He just hit over 100,000 subscribers finally, and he's in Arizona, northern Arizona, and he puts out great content and he doesn't talk. He has a little dog, Roxy. Um, Ashley, if you're in here, if you could post his link, I think the guys would appreciate his videos. I know he's got 100,000 subscribers, and a lot of you don't like big channels, but he started where we started. So um, he's a great guy, puts out great content. So he's the first person I probably fell in love with ASMR on his channel. And of course, Quiet Place Adventures with Luke from Total Outdoor Gear. His Quiet Place channel is really good. Um, Swede Woods is a really good ASMR channel. Really good guy from Sweden, super good. And then Nagliero, he passed away, but he had a really good. He's probably the very first ASMR channel I watched, but sadly he passed away. But his channel's still up. And no, I don't know how to spell Nagliero off the top of my head, but Very good channel, very good. Yeah, SB Wilderness Adventures, he's oh, I love it. And people say, that's one thing I hate about getting, typing in YouTube questions on channel ideas and everything. People say, "Oh, you can't do the same things over and over and over and over again." And he goes to the same area over and over again. He does the same type over and over again, and he uses different gear. He's got a lot of different gear. He likes a lot of one tigress and nature hike gear. Um, he's got a cutest dog in the world. But he does virtually the same thing, but new gear, new food, obviously, new drinks. But and his channel's just grown so fast just in the time that we've been watching him, and I couldn't recommend him enough. You get a lot of nature sounds. He's in the mountains of Arizona, of course, so um, he's always by rivers and a lot of birds and wildlife. It's a good channel. Let's see here. Ed says, "Do you use Power Director?" No, I don't use Power Director. I know 2 guys in the Ozarks, I think, does. Bring audio in, audio director and compressed to 3.1. Good for ASMR. Yeah, you really have to pick up all the background, sounds and stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I've messed with Power Director here a little bit, but I've never really used it as a standalone. I use, UCut Pro is what I use. I think that's what Randy uses as well. Shock's headset is the best I've ever experienced. Their bone induction. Oh, really? Yeah, I've heard of that brand, Dan. I've never used them myself, but yeah. My Pixel Buds just I mean, I'm not a big Pixel person. This is the first actual well, I've had one of my dad's old hand-me-down Pixel phones in the past, but this is actually the first one that we've owned, and they're definitely the best earbuds I've ever owned. I've owned quite a few different brands of earbuds, but by far these are the best in my usage. I'm not saying they're the best of any of them though. Let's see here. Academy recently came to North Carolina within the past year, shut down. Dick's Sporting's Good. Yeah, I never was a big fan of Dick's Sporting Goods, and the closest one of those to here was Kansas City or down in Rogers, Arkansas. And I was never a huge fan of them. I mean, they would run good sales and have some good stuff, but I was never a fan of that store. I'm not surprised Academy put them out of business. Let's see here. No Academy in Branson is that you know of? I thought there was one down there, but maybe I was mistaken. I thought they said there was one down there at one time. I don't know. I'll have to look. I know they have them in Menards and Hollister for sure. That's a nice store down there. I'm not a big fan of ASMR fan. I watch them occasionally when I'm doing other stuff. It's basically background noise for me. Yeah, a lot of people are or not. I mean, I'm hit or miss. I mean, it's funny that I do lives on Monday nights. I mean, I don't mind talking. That's not the reason I like doing ASMR. I mean, kind of like Randy said, I like the nature sounds and everything. But when somebody's as good as SB Adventures, and I know I'm nowhere near as good as he is, but it really is a nice video. And to me, I mean, and I'm not gonna toot my own horn or anybody else's. I mean, I when I watch YouTube videos, I'm not necessarily watching them to learn anything. And I know that sounds probably bad of me, but I mean, I'm like most of you. I'm setting my ways mostly in the way I camp, what I like to do, the bushcraft styles I do. Um, you know, being almost 51, I mean, I'm set in my ways pretty much. I mean, I do like seeing new gear used. I do like seeing um, when people get a new ultralight hammock tarp or ultralight setup or a new stove comes out. I do like hearing about the that, but if I want the specs on them, usually I'll go to the website anyway. So, I mean, really, I like Ken said the other night, and interviewing mainly off grid on the live. I mean, I love these lives because this is my interaction time. This is where I get to interact with you guys. I enjoy this more than watching any YouTube video because this makes YouTube real, and we can, like I say, we can get recipe ideas, we can get location ideas, we can get YouTube video ideas, and we don't have to feel like we're stealing them from somebody else because we can talk about it, talk about what you did on your last camp out. Um, that's what I get out of YouTube for me. And I'm not saying that's for everybody, but my talking about gear and talking about food and talking about outings and ideas is this. I love lives. At first, I didn't like lives very much, but I wasn't watching the right lives. So, and once you get in a community like this, a close knit community, it's really cool because your friends, everybody in here is genuine, and we've met a lot of each other in here, and it's nice. It's definitely like a lot of brothers and sisters. It's an extended family for sure. I don't like ASMR. I can't understand a word they say. Oh, Dan. Yep, that's pretty funny right there. And a lot of the ASMR videos, they don't really have to say anything. You know what? Even if they were saying stuff like Luke's channel, for instance, on Total Outdoor Gear Review. If you want to listen to him, I like his channel because he has a talking channel, and then he has the quiet place. So, um, but if he was talking, I'd know exactly what he would say. I could actually do a voiceover for him and know what he would say. It's funny. Let's see here. I take my hearing aids out and all the videos are ASMR. Woodsman. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Socks are real good. I have a pair, but they broke. Sigh. Aw, that sucks. Woodsman. Yeah, I've had some wired earbuds from that company before, but I've never had any wireless earbuds from Shocks. I understand what you mean. I watch your ASMR videos to support you and your channel. I appreciate that, Ken. I appreciate it a lot. Dick's Sporting is Durham Sporting Goods at Macy's prices. Yeah, I would say for sure Dick's Sporting Goods is pretty high price, but I mean, they do throw sales on every now and then for sure. Uh, I'm still waiting for Stealth Campers to do series on haunted locations. Yeah, I thought about that a lot because we have a really good haunted state prison here in Missouri. That would be a great one. If you could do it, it would be a good one for sure to do. I would like to go up and scope out the area and see how close you could actually get. It's not a working prison anymore. Of course, it's closed. They do ghost tours and different stuff to regular tours, but and then there's the Pythian Castle in Springfield. That one would be pretty difficult because there's a National Guard uh, base there nearby, so it'd probably be pretty hard to do the Pythian Castle. But there's a lot of the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs would be a good one. You can get fairly close to that one. That one would be doable. But I agree with you, Ed. I think that would be really good to start that out. I'm surprised that hasn't been on the Stealth uh, Alliance deal yet. Spot on. Talk to a few of y'all off YouTube personally and know things most viewers don't. Yeah, that's one good thing about YouTube and about community, and not only that, you support each other, we watch each other's channels, and you get a good group of people that will, even if, I mean, I'm not saying everybody likes everybody's content the most, but I mean, I know with our community, everybody supports one another, and you see that in your watch time and your likes and your thumbs ups and everything. I mean, you see all that in the comments, and um, for a shadow of a doubt, we can message each one of us, and we'll be there to do what we can to help each other and recommend stuff. And if you just need somebody to talk to, we're all here for each other, and I know I can count on each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you. I love the community. Everybody is welcome except excepts. Oh, really, kid? Yep, that's funny. No one's no one's met my twin brother Cooter yet. No, haven't met him. I have a twin named Dan. Yeah, I've met Dan, and I kind of met. I guess we kind of met Herbert at the get together. I think both of them were there. Same page, brother. Awesome. This has been such a good live. Such a good live. So, what's everybody's ideas on videos coming up? I kind of shared mine earlier for all those that came in a little late. I'm planning on shocker alert doing a hammock camp this week. I want to get that um, hammock stand that I made for my truck and do a camp. I'm thinking about going down to Mark Twain National Forest again, and hopefully, weather's going to be good for the next couple days. I need to talk to you all about your vehicle's warranty. Uh-oh. Selling vehicle warranties now? Uh, so funny. Yeah, I wanted to try YouTube's, live. I like StreamYard's better, but I was just wanting to I'm testing out a few things on, you for YouTube, my little theories, so sorry about using YouTube's, I know most people don't like the YouTube Live as much, but, I'm testing out a few things and seeing if it works out for me. I wish I could get hmm, wish I could get the horizontal to work. It said I could get it to work, but I just can't get it to work. Let's see here. Been editing my no bake fire muffin video. No bake fire muffin video. Oh, buddy, that sounds pretty good. Cooter wouldn't handle that purple deal with the shock and awe tactic. Yeah, that purple rain, that's pretty difficult to deal with. It's pretty awesome, though. Pretty awesome. So, Dan, when you getting back out in the woods soon? I know you got to be going out. Skeeters are too bad right now to camp in the swamps of Croton National Forest. The National Forest is 3.5 hours away. Ooh, I understand that. Yeah, that's kind of like what Randy and I've talked about over and over in our lives is real reason why I don't like camping in summer. The summer's my least, and most people's it's their favorite time to camp. But definitely spring, fall, and winter is definitely my top time. I hate mosquitoes and ticks with a passion. Uh, Black flies are bad too, but um, yeah, definitely Ed. Ticks are really bad everywhere. Almost everybody I'm talking to is saying they're so bad. Um, I treated our lawn and our dog pen today again, so hopefully I'll have to treat it again probably towards the middle or end of summer. But I was thinking about getting even out there. It sounds horrible, but I was wanting to even treat my base camp out there because Man, I can just imagine if I'm gonna probably get ate up next time I do a camp out there. Probably going down to the national forest too. I'm gonna have to watch it down there. So definitely need to get some treatment for my clothes for sure. I need to call animal control and file charges on the mosquitoes out here. Yeah, that's bad, man. Yeah, I'd rather deal with cold any day than all these ticks and mosquitoes. It's so bad. Dang bloodsuckers, literally. Yeah, it's one good thing about when you hear. I mean, even people's like, "Well, I'm gonna go to a colder climate." Man, they say the mosquitoes are like dragons up in Alaska. They say they got the biggest mosquitoes. I wouldn't doubt it. It's one place I want to go is Alaska and see, but they say they're really big mosquitoes up there. If that's the case, I'll go in fall and winter, spring. One of the guys we follow too, he's a full time in a van. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Trent the Traveler. He's another really good channel to watch. Um, but he just last year went to Alaska. Well, I guess it was this year, the spring. He came back, but yeah, he was saying how big the mosquitoes were and how bad they were. But yeah, that's another good channel. He's building out a new van right now, a fancy 4-wheel drive Sprinter van. Really nice. He's got a really good channel. His he's got over 1,000,000 subscribers now, but he started out small too, and but he's movie quality. I mean, he's worked in Hollywood, and he's got a gaming channel too. If anybody's gamer, he has a van life gamer channel and his Trent the Traveler channel. But he does awesome. He sleeps in fire watch towers and amazing places that he's camped, and he'll play horror video games out in the woods, and it's so cool to see the things that he does. He's played video games in haunted locations. Yeah, really good channel to check out if you guys. I know he's a big channel too, but he's a good guy. Camping with Sam Barnabas. Yeah, I've watched a lot of his stuff. I don't think I've ever been subscribed to him, but I've definitely watched some of his stuff. He's got a good channel as well. Promethium and Bug. That's the name of the spray to get the bloodsuckers. My assault rifle for the rest. Herbert, yeah, Promethium and Bug, yeah, definitely gonna do that for sure. I need to do that. Hope get some before I go down to Mark Twain, probably. I want to try wild boar with a 50 cal air rifle. There you go. Yeah, wild boar, man, that'd be fun hunting. Definitely want to hunt from trees from wild boar, man. If you don't get a good shot, that could be a bad day for you. Yeah, a guy I used to work with is funny. His family lives in Texas still, and they do helicopter. He went on a helicopter boar hunt, and they would shoot boars out of helicopters. I thought that was pretty cool. I've never thought of doing that, but I guess there's a group that does hog hunts down there, and you can do blinds or trees or helicopter, obviously. And he said he had a blast. That was a lot of fun. They got some good hogs. I'm ordering a mosquito net for my hunting club. They were super bad this afternoon. I saw two of them. Oh, that's bad. That's almost as bad as getting bit by them, I think. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't like mosquitoes at all. Back when I was 8 years old, I got encephalitis and almost died when I was 8 years old because of a mosquito bite. And it's and most people that get encephalitis usually don't um, survive. So, and if you do, you usually they have traumatic brain uh, disorders afterwards. Which I guess that explains it, guys. All kidding aside, though, it was pretty serious. I was in the hospital for over a year, and uh, parents were distraught over it, and miracle came out of that. Even, I mean, God's good to us, and they had mom never did tell me how much the bill was. She would never do that, but I knew it was a lot. And one day I come home from school. I remember coming home from school, and long story short is it was a miracle. One day they said I would never walk again or whatever, and I woke up in the middle of the night in the hospital. Didn't know it. I was 8 years old. I got out of bed and walked to the bathroom. I was 8 years old, and the nurse came in. My mom was asleep. Nurse came in and startled my mom, and my mom screamed. And from that, what I was getting at, it was a miracle that I was healed, number 1. Number 2 is one day my mom gets was I come home from school, like I said, and she was crying, and she got a paid in full from the hospital bill. Um, Somebody paid whatever it was, tremendous amount of money. They paid it in full, and my mom was just that was the best part of the whole thing. The whole story was to see my mom blessed and just crying and thanking God for that. I mean, that was more of a miracle than I mean, she says it wasn't, but for me to see my mom that happy, that was amazing because, you know, God gets all the credit for it because, he's the only one that can do stuff like that. My mom's not with us anymore, so it still gives me great joy to tell that story, not for me, but for her, because my mom still couldn't believe it. She goes, "Why does that bless you more than you being healed?" I said, "Because I was 8 years old. When you was 8 years old, I didn't even realize what I was doing. I needed to go to the bathroom. I got up, went to the bathroom, you know. But for I'm sure hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more, uh, you know, to be gone, wiped away. I mean, and my we were really poor growing up, so um, that made it even that much more special for me. So I guess that's my sob story, but that's kind of where the mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes with a passion, and um, I still don't let it ruin my love for the outdoors. But it's always in the back of my mind, you know, where that came from. So I guess that's where that story came from. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, that is amazing. I don't share that very often, but with everybody talking about how bad the mosquitoes are, it's real, and there's a lot worse diseases out there than even when I was 8. So what? That's 48, 49 years ago. No, I'm bad at math today. Oh man, 42 to 43 years ago. Sorry. Still quite a while ago, and there's a lot more stuff going around out there that you don't want. Ticks, Lyme disease is no thing either, but a lot of the same diseases mosquitoes can carry, ticks can carry as well. So it's pretty scary. Yep, woodsman for sure. I mean, that's not the. I mean, if we was going on that topic, I have numerous topics. I mean, you know, whether people believe in miracles or not, I mean, miracles do happen. You're absolutely correct, and that's not the first one that's happened to me myself. So I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of stories like that and could share. So yeah, we need to give God credit because He give credit where credit's due because that's the only place that can happen from. Amen, amen, Dan. We can turn this into a church service right now. We could do it. Yeah, anything mesh can. Yep, for sure. What snake skins for a tarp would you recommend? Definitely any kind of mesh for sure, Ken. like Ed says, because to let your tarp dry even though it's inside a snakeskin. I don't mind the snakeskins that are solid, but you might as well have a tarp. And I personally use a dry bag. I just throw my stuff in a dry bag, so if it is wet, I don't have to worry about hanging it on the outside of my bag or whatever. I can just throw it in the dry bag, and if it's wet, it's wet, and then I dry it out when I get home. So, I mean, but I do like my sleeping bag. I have a mesh. Uh, I I don't use my sleeping bag um, bags that they come with. I use a mesh bag. You can get the laundry bags, or they actually have in the sporting goods at Walmart now. They do sell a mesh bag for sleeping bags now, which is really cool. If they get condensation or anything, they're still going to air out somewhat. I mean, I still open mine up and hang it out when I get home, but um, it helps for sure. I mean, snake skins are a good idea if they're solid, if you're not gonna have moisture, but during the summer here, I mean, when you're 80 to 100% humidity all summer long, I mean, your tarp's soaking wet just from the dew in the mornings and the humidity, so, um, yeah, I just throw everything, just my tarps in a wet bag usually, and my rain flies from my tent, I'll throw in 20 bucks, yeah. The snake skins are real inexpensive for one win. Um, yeah, that's what, Tony used for a long time. He got the extra large snake skin because he keeps his underquilt and everything all together all the time. I've never bought a snake skin yet, kind of being on the fence about it. Um, I do know with snake skins, though, if you get the right ones, you can still compress your stuff down to virtually the same size, but the stuff sacks that One Wind comes with, you can compress them down pretty small. I know keeping stuff in a snakeskin kinda makes it a little more bulky, but if you have the room in your pack, I mean, it's fast deployment for sure. You have the one piece for yeah, that's what you have, Ed? Yeah, I've been on the fence toying with getting snake skins. I don't know. I mean, it'd be good when I do a stealth camp for sure, when I wanna do a fast deployment, but really and then, I mean, that way, everything you can fit in there, your tarp, your hammock, I mean, you slide it out and you're fully ready set up. I mean, it does make it super quick. Yeah, I mean, it is very fast for sure, and it's yeah, I mean, it would make it a whole lot simpler if you do have a snakeskin. I mean, I would agree with that. I wouldn't deny that at all. I'd for sure say go for it. I mean, for 20 bucks. The $20 one though, I don't believe is big enough to fit an underquilt. If maybe a small underquilt, but you definitely want the extra large snakeskin if you wanted, for Somerset, it would work fine. But I'm probably not going to stay on too much longer, guys. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I don't really want to stay on for full 2 hours tonight, probably. Um, I just wanted kind of a chill, kind of to discuss what we wanted to tonight and let it flow. And I appreciate everybody's inputs and hanging out with me tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. It was just kind of a toying with it and playing with a few settings and a few things here on YouTube I wanted to figure out. But don't buy synthetic underquilts. Too heavy, too bulky, and they don't keep you as warm as down. Hang tight has nice, cheap 20 degree, cheaper than One Wind. Yeah, I do like my One Wind underquilt. Like Ed says, it's definitely not as warm as if I had a down quilt for it, which eventually I'm going to buy a down one. I just double up my underquilts if I need a little cooler. Um, but yeah, that is good advice, Ed. Definitely would recommend a down underquilt for sure. Um, You can get them from, like he says, hang high or hang tight. I mean, not high. Um, they have really good underquilts for sure. I'm gonna talk fishing, show brim bluegill set up Wednesday night. Make sure Randy watches. LOL. Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah, yeah, that'd be a good video to do for sure. There's bluegills pretty much everywhere. Learn something new every time. I didn't know that you're not supposed to fold up your tarp back up. Yep, for sure. All right, guys. Well, unless anybody else has any more questions, I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Looks like we're quarter till 2 hours, so I think we've went long enough tonight. Appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging out with me and giving all the good advice. Thanks, Ed, for all the good advice. I appreciate it. It's really nice to have some feedback and more guys in here sharing their knowledge and input on gear. It's what we're all about. Thanks for stopping by, Ken. I appreciate you. Have a good night and a good week at work. It's going to cost me about 325 one 12 inch tarp quilt combo. Yeah, that's about what I've got invested in mine. So yeah, that price is about right, Herbert. Great live. Thanks for having us. Have a great week. You too, Woodsman. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Nolan. Sorry you're missing my live, but I think we're getting all heading out. If you wouldn't mind, you can catch up on it later if you'd like. There's a lot of fun. Was just kind of laid back tonight. No really good, no topic really. So glad you came in and at least said hi. Appreciate it. I'm gonna check out your premiere after we get off here or in the morning, one of the two. So I am gonna watch it. But like I said, I'm gonna end it here, guys, and appreciate you coming in and appreciate you coming in, Nolan, at the end here. You're welcome. Hope you guys have a good week. God bless everybody. Stay safe out there, and I'm looking forward to everybody's new content that's coming out. And you guys have a good evening. We'll talk to you next week. Bye, guys.